Last trailer of the night for CinemaCon, and I could just say I feel like I'm a little bit underdressed. Let me fix that. Okay, now we're talking. Snoogans. So we got a trailer for Dogma, and I could just say Dogma, if you don't know, is one of the Kevin Smith movies from the early days. And let me just start off by saying it's been a process with this movie from the beginning to now. And funny enough, I like the backstory of it, what happened back in the day, because back when this movie was coming out, it was supposed to be Kevin Smith's, I guess, fourth movie in the View Askew universe at the time. This movie dealt with Bethany, who was actually losing her religion and faith until she actually meets up with the Metatron and actually deals with the fact that, oh, that there are actual demons, Loki and Bartleby, coming into our world to actually go into this church. And in order to stop them, she would need the behalf of an actual couple people, were leading into one apostle, two stoners, Jay and Silent Bob, and I guess you kind of have a traveling story with. It is kind of a weird concept in the fact that, or back in the day when they said, "Oh, we're going to be doing religion and it's a stoner comedy," and I don't know, religion in the forefront. I feel like that's kind of a bad idea for the public eye. And at the time when this came out in 1999, it is kind of weird the fact that people did protest this thing early on. And funny enough, Kevin Smith did poke fun at himself by protesting at his own movie premiere, which is funny. Where it's like, yeah, I don't agree with this. It's funny the fact that he's the one who made the movie. Unlike all his other movies, this is the one movie that actually hasn't gotten a remaster or at least digital release, because at the time it was around by Miramax or Dimension Films. I feel like it has to have been one of the logos, because I watched it, but it doesn't even have an opening intro logo. It just starts out. But it was owned by the Weinsteins, and since you already know, things happened, and for the most part, Kevin got his rights back for the movie, and he's actually doing a re-release this year in June. So now I feel like, okay, it's a good time to actually bring this up, maybe talk about it, and also the fact that they actually unveiled a remastered trailer for it at CinemaCon, which I'm like, okay, that's damn, they really care about this thing. Feels kind of odd to do a trailer reaction to a movie you've just seen, but then again, I feel like, yeah, this is a first time for everybody, and also the fact that this is a remaster. I don't even know if they're going to add a couple things, because they did say that this is going to be not just an HD remaster, but also they're going to be adding a couple scenes in the movie. Like they already put out the ticket prices and everything. That is basically a 2 hour and 30-minute movie, which I'm like, oh, that's a lot of stuff you're going to put into this, which I know is normally like an hour something. But let's take a look at the trailer and see what goodies we could find. So let's take a look.
I can spot a commandment breaker from a mile away.
Right there. There's one.
Excuse me. Are you married?
What do you think?
To her?
No.
All right,
Ladies and gentlemen,
colors look good though.
God has grown weary of your superficial faith. Hypocrites, charlatans, he has abandoned you to the whim of judgment. Prepare to taste God's wrath. 2 tickets to New Jersey, please.
Okay. When he used to make
decreed,
it,
I'm to
he
charge
still
you with
sometimes
a
does.
holy crusade. Stop a couple of angels from re-entering heaven.
We're going home.
If they get in, they'll unmake the world.
Right. So how do I know you're an angel?
As I was saying, you won't be alone.
More angels?
Prophets, in a manner of speaking.
You gotta be kidding me.
Between guys with wings,
Outstanding work.
guys falling out of the sky,
Oh, that sucks!
and guys trying like hell to kill me, I'm ready to kick back and welcome the end of existence.
The sign of a true Catholic. You're kidding.
You know this? Oh, exclusive content.
The whole of existence is in jeopardy right now. You're the one who's gonna help change that.
Women's bodies are all fucking business.
Fill them pews, people. Hook them while they're young.
Kind of like the tobacco industry.
Christ, if only we had their numbers.
You know,
Snoogans.
until it gets banned again. Yeah. You know, for a remastered trailer, it does feel like it would be a movie that is made today. And I kind of like the fact that it at least incorporates some scenes from the movie that I figured, okay, let me see what would work in this, because I don't know exactly what are some of the little spoilerish things, because I don't even remember if I did see a trailer for this thing where it's like, oh, you don't know what the movie's about, but it's one of those, oh, it's a Ben Affleck and Matt Damon movie where I feel like they're the villains of this thing. Funny enough, I might talk about this movie down the line when it comes out. I feel like I want to watch it in 4K since I want to see an actual good looking version of this movie, since some of the ways I've been seeing as though we already know the movie sites, and the fact that it's been on YouTube but not a good copy of it where you get a good, I wouldn't say 4:3 aspect ratio version of the movie, but then again, sometimes it will look super HD and widescreen, which I'm like, okay, that's good enough. But I want to see it in actual 4K restoration. Some of the colors look nice on this, and funny enough, I already know I'm gonna, I'm gonna wear this to the premiere. I already know I'm gonna be wearing this. Like, what movie are you here to see? Going all Silent Bob with it. But yeah, Dogma. It's not one of my favorites. Like, if I were to put this at a standard, I put it around Mallrats, Jane Silent Bob Strike Back, Clerks 2, Dogma. I guess I would put that in my number 4, but besides that, I feel like it would be a top 3, but I feel like those other movies were the ones I actually watched first. But still, Dogma is still one of my favorite movies of his. And the fact that it's like, yeah, this movie's getting a lot of love now. And especially the fact that if you have a Blu-ray of this movie, it's actually rare. And because they don't sell it anymore, it's actually worth like a couple, not thousands. I don't even know what the value is now. But it's worth a lot of money if you actually have the Blu-ray or if you find a Blu-ray of this film. So if you haven't seen Dogma before or this is your first time hearing about it, might as well just put this on for you guys. It's coming out on June 5th. And hopefully enough you get to watch some of his other movies to at least get some of the timeline thing, because it is basically part of a actual cinematic universe before cinematic universes were a big thing. Kind of a weird concept, but seeing as how all those movies of his connect, it's just like, who would have thought that all this nonsense, smokers, stoners, angels, heaven, hell, all that exists in one funny collaboration, which all started with a little convenience store. Alright guys, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. All my social media down in the description below. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys.